Baked stuffed shrimp is one of my mother's favorite things to prepare for our family every Christmas Day. It's alongside of many other dishes, but it's definitely the highlight to our Christmas dinner. It's a very simple dish, very intimidating for many, but really when broken down, it's a very quick dish to make. I'm going to show you the shrimp that you need to use here. These are U10s. A U10 is a very large shrimp. What you need to do is open up your shrimp. These come frozen actually in a 5-pound box. You defrost them in cold water. It takes about a couple of hours. And I fill up my sink, throw the 5-pound block of shrimp into the sink and let it sit there for 2 hours. Once it's all defrosted, remove it, drain the water, and you're going to peel the bottom half of the shrimp shell. It's very simple to do. It's important not to peel the entire shell off. Why is it important? It's important because it looks pretty when you're cooking it. So you can see it's all been removed except for the very last part of the shell, closest to the tail. Once that's been removed, place it onto a cutting board, and with a paring knife, you're going to take, there's a vein on the back side of the shrimp that needs to be removed before cooking. So place it down, and with your hand firmly on it, and a paring knife, if you're going to start closest to the tail shell, the last part of the tail that was left on, insert your knife, the tip first. Do not push the knife all the way through. Go all the way down the whole length of the body. And you will see, here's the tube that we need to take out. Sometimes there'll be a little bit of a black residue. Just run it under the water. Sometimes not, like this one is clean and it's fine. At the bottom, cut a little bit deeper than you did at the top. Just cut it a little bit more, not all the way through. The reason why I'm telling you to do this is it will sit on the tray better for stuffing. So place it on your cookie sheet, and as you can see, it stands up perfectly. You do not want to put your shrimp too close together because the best part of this recipe is yet to come. Our shrimp is all cleaned and deveined. They're all separated on our tray, standing very pretty. Next thing we're going to do is fix the breadcrumb stuffing. Breadcrumb stuffing is very simple. It's 4 stacks of Ritz crackers ground up in a Cuisinart to this very fine texture. You really need to use a Cuisinart or a blender to get them to the right texture. You're going to add 1 heaping handful of fixed mudiga. The mudiga recipe you can find, it's breadcrumbs, garlic, parsley, seasoning. 1 1/2 or 1 extra large sweet onion pureed in a Cuisinart, a mini chopper. You really want this fine consistency. So we're going to add the onion along with its juices right to our breadcrumb mixture. To that, we're going to add 1 package of dry, good seasoned Italian dressing mix. Sprinkle that right on top. This is 1 heaping teaspoon of mayonnaise, and here we have 4 cloves of garlic crushed super fine. And with your hands, we're going to mix. You can smell the sweet onions, you can smell the garlic. The buttery flavor of the Ritz crackers really is the perfect combination, all coming together. At this point, I've incorporated it enough. You can see it's kind of crumbly. We're going to add 1 stick of salted butter that's been melted. I melt mine right in the microwave. Drizzle that right over the top. With our hands, we're going to give it a nice mix. If you were to form a meatball and it holds its texture, that's when you know you have the right consistency. Now crumbs are just a tad bit too dry. I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of olive oil. And again, mixing with your hand. Okay, our crumbs look perfect, and we're ready to stuff our shrimp. Best way to do it is grab a handful of crumbs, and we're going to place it right on the back side of the shrimp, and pressing the tail down. Shrimp are all stuffed. I have pre-chopped 2 large shallots. This really gives it the greatest flavor. We're just going to sprinkle the shallots between the rows. Then, to the pan, we're going to add white wine. This is Pinot Grigio. And we're just going to drizzle it between, again, each of the shrimp. And at this point, we're going to cover it with foil, put it in a 350-degree oven, and we're going to cook it for 15 to 20 minutes. You will know that your shrimp are cooked when they turn a pink color. Our baked stuffed shrimp has all been cooked, plated up. I like to serve it with some sliced lemon. Some people enjoy with drawn butter. Smells perfect. I'm gonna give it a taste, getting some of the shrimp, some of the stuffing, and I enjoy the lemon. Some people don't, but I do. Just a little bit of lemon on. That white wine and shallots truly is the secret to this recipe. Merry Christmas.